take their ambulance, go into small villages in India, give free treatment. They would take their physicians. They would have, a bed in their hospital that was always free whenever it was available. It would be free of cost. Anyone could come in, and India comprises a lot of people that live under the poverty line. So having those kind of things, I was raised in a home where it was important. It was always told me, if you have, you must give. And that could be anything, if you have an extra something, you must share. And that just became how we grew up, me and my brother. And then when I got into pageants and I became Miss India and Miss World, it was something that was expected of me as a representation of my country and a representation of the organization. But after that, when I started joining movies and stuff, it just was who I am. And I was given an incredible platform where I can have a conversation with you and everyone who's listening today. And I could use that platform to talk about something that matters to me. And I've always really leaned towards opportunities for kids and opportunities for children. I've seen too many children around the world, just because of the lack of opportunity, waste their lives and their dreams away. And, I come from a country where, being the daughter of India, my parents raised me with having opinions. They raised me with having the best education, of making my own choices, being whoever I want to be. And at the same time, there are girls out there who are denied the right to be educated, who are go out of school. So I think education gives you, and good education specifically, gives you the ability to have something in your hands that will help you make a future out of yourselves, for sure. Now, whether you choose to use your education or not, that's a privilege. So especially now we're living in a world where so many people are displaced around the world, right? Like, we're living through the biggest refugee crisis in humanity because of the multiple wars that are happening around the world, displacement for conflict, for many, many natural reasons. So if you think about how many children are losing the opportunity to have a future because of the lack of education, think about the next generation and how many kids won't have the ability of having that future. Now, those are things that keep me up at night, and they always have. So I really like to take advantage of the position and the platform that I have to be able to use my voice as much as I can.
You hit the nail on the head, that education and then just providing opportunities will continue to get this next generation on their feet, especially those who
and mentoring as well.
Yeah.
Like in Walmart, say for example, you have so many employees from around the world. Like, being able to mentor the next generation is so important, and that's another form of education, right? Like, that's life skills. That's being able to give someone the ability to stand up on their own feet and pull themselves out of their circumstances and change the cyclical nature of generational poverty, or the cyclical nature of not being able to just get out. So I think it's really important to be able to mentor the people or young kids around you as well.
Yeah, as a company, of course, we have the Walmart Foundation, and we kind of try to be where the help is most needed at a particular time.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it goes back to just being there to support people as and when needed. So again, that's commendable that you started at such a young age. So what's been your proudest moment so far? Many. I know it's many.
No, I'm lucky, but I feel really proud when I see my family proud of me. And it's in the quiet moment. It's like when my mother would walk past me and then just kiss me on my forehead and give me a hug and say, "You did really well." Or, my husband is taking TikToks of me when I'm on a carpet, or if my daughter is watching me on TV doing an interview and she gets really excited, or my friends, or fans that have known me from when I was And I know so many of them by name now, like people who have known my journey. For those who don't know, I've been with for almost 23 years now. So I've had people who have loved my work and supported me for many, many years. So when I meet them and then I meet their children, and those are things, the human relationships and the emotional equity, I've been able to build over time, with friends, with colleagues, with fans, with that makes me really proud. It makes me look back and say, yes, I did the work and I ran and the hustle of the achievements, but it's the relationships you have with the human beings that that you leave behind, and I hope and a good impression behind.
Definitely. I mean, of course, closest family. Just seeing that smile at the end of the day on their face, and especially for parents, they feel okay. They got you to where now that you're a mom as well. It's just that it's something you want to do that for your daughter, and then just cycle life. And also for your fans. And for the audience here, I do want to state 87 million followers on Instagram. Definitely one of the most followed in India. I'm sure I'm going to ask, you're going to get more followers from today's show as well. So just a minute dip in the ocean there, but surely, I mean, I've enjoyed kind of following you on Instagram and other channels as well.
Thank you, Sonali. Thank you.
Going back to your book again, of course, this has been my bedside read for the last 2 weeks since I knew that you're going to be our keynote speaker.
Oh, thank you.
One thing that really kind of resonated with me where you said that if you're willing to be a student of life, the possibilities are endless. So what possibilities are you currently excited about?
I am very excited about my acting career this side of the pond. I'm very excited about being able to headline movies, TV shows that excite me. I'm really excited to be able to produce content which has women behind the camera, stories that are culturally diverse, especially from India, from different parts of the world. I'm very excited about that. I am excited about being able to direct some point in my life. I'm excited to see in this next decade of my life, I hope what kind of woman I will be, like what kind of mom I'm going to be. I'm really curious to see that, just how, what I'm going to learn about myself in the next, I just turned 40, so what I'm going to learn about myself in the next decade is something that's exciting me tremendously, because, I've literally never had any formal training for anything that I do. I was just a student of life. I kept my eyes open, I kept my ears open, I would listen, and this will be really helpful to anyone in any field, in any industry, is observe and watch why people you admire take the decisions that they do. So if you want that promotion, watch the person who's doing the job right now and see what they're good at and make it your strength. Work on your strengths and don't focus on your weaknesses. Because if you focus on your weakness, that's all you'll attract. If you focus on your strength, that's what you'll attract. So I think that I'm just really curious to see what I have to learn in order to be my best in this next decade of my life.
Love that. I think for the audience, definitely, and for myself personally, yes, there is always sometimes that iota of, thinking about your weakness, but I love what you said, just focus on your strengths and it will carry you through. So that's a great message for today. All right, this year is almost halfway done. I'm sure for you it must have been
crazy. I can't believe we are already like halfway through the year.
Right. And so my next question is really a one-word answer from you. When you're done with 2023, what do you think that one word would be to describe your year?
Well, I can only speak for so far, right?
Okay, let's do that.
So far, it's been propulsive. I have been just going and, I'm finishing. Today is the last day of a 6-week world tour. promoting Citadel and Now Love Again. So it's just like propulsive is the word so far.
That's the word that one wouldn't in our normal day-to-day life even need to use, but that truly describes your life.
And it does.
So before we close, one last question. I want to say to you, our original Desi girl, what is the one advice you would like to give to all fellow Indians or even Asians here in the US?
I think the one thing I will say, which I actually do to a lot of my Indian American or Asian American friends, is do business with each other. Do business with each other. Help the community go forward. Trust each other. Let's come together as a community and build ourselves. Let's not work in siloed intentions. We're a lot of us, and we belong, and we have contributed. Just like you have 15 years to Walmart, you deserve to be here, you belong here. Have a sense of belonging. And I think that's really important for immigrants who come into the States. There are so many immigrants that have built this country on their backs, and you need to feel a sense of belonging here. We need to feel a sense of belonging here.
I totally agree. In fact, I should have mentioned this up front, but the theme for our AAPI month celebrations here within Walmart is actually connecting communities.
Perfect, beautiful.
Yes, we ourselves are such a diverse set, just all of Asians, but then we also are working very closely with the different employee resource groups. We call them ARGs here, working very closely with the Women's Resource Council, with our partners in other ARGs as well as, and just taking it outside of just Walmart. We're partnering with various different local nonprofit organizations. So it's to your point, it's like the power of a community is stronger than just being a single individual contributing.
Oh, so important. But even a single individual's contribution is crucial. But especially a company like yours, which has enjoyed so much, which has enjoyed a community of its own, around the world, and having your support to the community that's given you so much is very commendable and is amazing.
Absolutely. Priyanka, thank you once again for being with us during this event. We wish you continued success, many more trailblazing paths in all your future endeavors, and we would love to host you here in person in Bentonville, Arkansas, whenever an opportunity arises.
I would love to come at some point.
And thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.